How are you feeling about the goals that you've set for yourself this year? I was feeling really good about them until I had a meltdown. And when I talk about a meltdown, I mean I was crying, I was swearing, I was trying hard not to throw things. It was not pretty, but it was incredibly useful. It was incredibly informative. And what I learned from that is what I want to talk about today. But first, why does it matter that we set them correctly? Here's what we need to know. 25% of people who set their goals at the beginning of the year quit within the first week. Now, granted, a lot of those people are just trying to get to the gym. But 2 months in, almost 50% of people have given up on their goals, if they even remember them. At the other end of the spectrum, a year later, only 9% of people are still racing after their goal and working on it and getting there. And I want you to be in that 9%. I want to be in that 9% where we're actually going for the goal that we set for ourselves at the beginning of the year. So what is it I learned from my meltdown that's going to help us with this? The thing that set me off was this big question in my head. How am I supposed to do this? I have big goals that I believe in, and I have an entire year yawning in front of me, but this feels overwhelming. How am I supposed to do this? And it was in amongst that I remembered. We tend to overestimate what we can do in the short term, and we tend to underestimate what we can do in the long term, if we even think about the long term. And to put that in perspective, a year is the short term. So when we're doing our goal setting, we need to keep these things in mind, that we're likely to overestimate what we're doing in the short term, what we want to do this year. And the way to get that into perspective is to look first at the long term. So this is what we need to do, is look out at 10 years. Where do you want everything to be? Where do you want your business to be? What do you want to be doing with your time in the business? What do you want to be doing with your time outside of the business? What do you want all of that to look like? Get clear on that in that 10-year span in the long term, and then backpedal to 5 years. What does that look like? I honestly backpedaled to 3 years because I felt like I could get a grip on that. What does 3 years look like to me? And then backpedaled from that into what do I need to do this year to make that 3-year mark happen and that 10-year mark happen. And that, for me, is where I found clarity. And that's what I wanted to bring to you today, is this opportunity to give yourself clarity about what your goals this year need to be so that you can achieve them, not just for this year, but for you and the next 10 years. So let's do this. Let's start looking at our short term based on our long term and set realistic, reasonable goals that we can achieve that get us in the direction and in the place that we want to be 10 years from now.